Carrots have long held a strange place in the imagination of health enthusiasts. They're humble, crunchy, and orange, always orange, and they've managed to carve out a reputation not just as eye protectors, but somehow as internal sunscreen. Yes, the rumor persists that eating enough carrots can help you tan better, protect your skin from sunburn, and possibly even make you glow with a gentle bronze, like a solar-powered woodland elf. But does science back this up? Or is this just another nutritional fairy tale that sounds good enough to eat? At the heart of this myth is beta-carotene, the pigment that gives carrots their iconic hue. Beta-carotene is a precursor to vitamin A and a powerful antioxidant, meaning it helps neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that form in the body from UV radiation, pollution, or general life chaos. Because of this antioxidant power, beta-carotene has been studied for its ability to protect skin cells from the oxidative stress triggered by sun exposure. And here's the part that's not a myth. It does offer some help. Research has shown that regular intake of beta-carotene over a period of weeks to months can, in fact, make your skin slightly more resilient to UV-induced damage. It doesn't function like sunscreen in the traditional sense. It doesn't block or absorb UV rays, but it may help reduce the inflammation and DNA damage that UVB and UVA rays cause once they've made contact. In essence, it works more like a behind-the-scenes repair assistant than a bouncer at the door. You'll still get some damage, but the cleanup crew is already on standby. The photoprotective effect is modest. To see meaningful results, you have to consume a consistent and fairly high intake of beta-carotene-rich foods over several weeks, more than just one afternoon of enthusiastic carrot snacking. Clinical trials suggest that this internal armor only kicks in noticeably after at least 10 weeks of supplementation, and even then, it's not a substitute for SPF 30. More like SPF 3 on a good day, and that's if you don't overestimate your powers and fall asleep at the beach believing your skin has been fortified with carrot magic. Now, to answer the next question, can eating carrots actually make your skin more golden or tan-looking? In a strange twist, kind of yes. When you consume lots of beta-carotene, not just from carrots but also from sweet potatoes, mangoes, or spinach, your skin can develop a subtle golden or yellowish tint. This condition, charmingly called carotenemia, is harmless and reversible, and the color is not technically a tan. There's no melanin involved, but rather a natural pigment deposit in the fat layers under your skin. It's the dietary version of mood lighting. You won't look like you just got back from a beach holiday, but you might appear healthier, especially under fluorescent lights. Still, before you start mainlining carrot juice like it's sunscreen in a bottle, there are limits, very orange limits. Overloading on beta-carotene supplements, as opposed to whole foods, has been linked to increased lung cancer risk in smokers, which is a good reminder that more is not always better. And excessive beta-carotene can interfere with the absorption of other fat-soluble nutrients, particularly vitamin E and K. So if you're turning orange and bruising easily, you might be overshooting the mark. Also worth noting, beta-carotene's conversion to vitamin A depends on your body's needs and metabolic efficiency. People with certain genetic variations may not convert it well, meaning they can eat all the carrots they want without gaining the expected antioxidant or vitamin A benefit. So while carrots are democratic in spirit, not everyone reaps the same rewards. In the end, carrots and their beta-carotene payload do offer real, if mild, support to your skin's natural defenses. They won't let you frolic in the sun unscathed, but they might lower the risk of inflammation, photoaging, and minor damage over time. And if you stick with them long enough, they just might tint your complexion in a way that gets mistaken for a healthy glow, if not quite a tropical tan. Just remember, internal sunscreen is not a myth, but it's definitely not waterproof, SPF rated, or an excuse to skip the hat. Carrots are many things, nutritious, crunchy, and surprisingly photogenic, but invincibility cloaks, they are not.